I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. I haven't made a video in 2 months because after Open Studios, I had so many commission works to do, a lot of large paintings to deliver to collectors, limited edition prints that I did, and it's just been really, really hectic. I'm also working on a new sculpture I cannot wait to share with you guys. This is going to be for my upcoming solo show in 2025, and I will take you guys on the process of how I create a series for a solo show. I wanted to go on here and make a quick video to start off 2025. I'm back on YouTube. I will try to make one video a week this year. I will do my very best to do that. I am excited to be with you guys again in 2025. The energy for 2025 is don't listen to anyone's advice. 2025 is the year of the snake. The snake is a very intelligent being, and this year it's all about shedding the old skin of belief systems, of old paradigms that no longer serve you, and begin to embody your true essence. A year to really get to know yourself on a deep level. Self-awareness is incredibly important in life and in art. Learning how to cultivate self-awareness will help you be an observer and not just a blind follower. And for me this year, in the process of shedding my skin, my phrase this year is, I'm not afraid to be seen trying. So many times we want to only show the outside world, well, when we're good at something. But the whole process, the journey, creating art, whatever it be, it can be videos or anything else that you're pursuing that you want to be better at, we almost don't want to let the world see that we're trying. We're almost embarrassed at the fact that we're trying because we're afraid of the ridicule that comes with it. And this year, that's my phrase. I have it on my board there that I do for the year. I hope this is going to facilitate myself to shedding of another version of skin and embodying that snake energy of shedding its skin and renewing itself, and to really, really deeply get to know oneself again this year. You have control over how you live your life. Remember that every one yes means you're saying no to 1,000 other things. And this cultivation of pruning your life to be the garden of experiences you choose to have will enable you to expand. I love what Mark Manson said. The house you buy is the house that you clean and fix and pay taxes on. The partner that you choose is a partner that you may fight sometimes with. And if you choose to be an artist as a career, or any creative endeavor as a career, you will have a lot of things business side in the studio that you'll have to learn that it's not going to be exciting, as exciting as actually the act of creation, because it just sits differently. But it's incredibly important that we understand whatever yes we choose is going to come with contrasts. And those contrasts are a great way for us to expand. In today's artistic landscape, there's going to be those who love to adhere to industry rules, and they will advise others to do the same. And there will also be radical artists who are free and feel empowered and courageous enough to pave their own path. I tend to fall into the latter category, but cultivating self-awareness, you'll know which one sits better with you. There's no right or wrong. Decide what kind of life you want to have as an artist and curate your studio practice to reflect the life that you want to have. Custom make it to yourself. We live in a time of and, which is unprecedented, especially in the art world, because it was one or the other. It was, I can only be a hobbyist or be an apprentice to a master, potentially will become the master myself. That structure in the art world has shifted. And today, we live in a world of and. I see so many artists in today's world say, well, if I put my prices online, galleries are not going to work with me. I can't be a commercially successful artist and be on social media too much, even though I enjoy it, because it's frowned upon by the art industry. A lot of many other ways that we talk ourselves out of something that sits well with us. Because, and I know you've heard this so many times, and I don't want to come off cheesy, but the fact that we are unique and nobody can replicate your own personal experience means that you're gonna have different things that light you up. The role of an artist is to engage with all sides of you and bring that to your studio practice so it will enrich it instead of stifle it. I believe in and a lot more than black and white, either or. I do work with galleries and sell work on my own and release limited edition prints because I believe art needs to be accessible. So my limited edition prints are a lot more accessible than my larger pieces because I believe living with art enriches your life in such a way that it's unquantifiable. Next week, I'm going to show you what I've collected from Open Studios from the artists this year. And I'm really excited for that video because it's an energetic exchange when you invest in another artist as well and you bring that energy into your home and it resonates with you. That's the caveat. The work itself has to really resonate with you. The art world is such a slow industry to change. It's, I would say, slower than any industry that I've seen. It took 200 years for painting on canvas to become an accepted practice. When it was first started, people thought it was ridiculous to paint on fabric because at that time they were used to painting on boards. And it's not until Da Vinci for the art world to finally catch up to the fact that it is much easier to move. You can roll them up, you can stretch them up, and it opens up the doors to so many possibilities, especially those in the higher up in the establishments. They have a very, very adverse reaction to change. Even when the fabric provided the perfect solution instead of boards, the establishment resisted. Fine art photography was not considered an art form. Right now, it seems insane to even think about it, whether or not it's an art form. Of course it's an art form. It was completely demonized, again, so many years until it became a mainstay. With street art, the same thing. So my desire is for artists to really be radical in what they see as art, because everything around us is art. To me, one of the most dangerous phrases is, "We've always done this way." This completely stifles your expansion. And I think it's incredibly dangerous to think this way. Everyone has some kind of advice. But what I've learned is, and how I assess advice given to me is this person where I would love to be someday? Right now, so many people give so much advice and they think that's the only way to do things, and it's not. There are so many ways to, what's that phrase? Skin a cat or boil an egg, something like that. For me, the only people I would listen to are the people who have reached a level in life that achieved something of what I'm striving for myself. For instance, I'm not gonna listen to longevity advice to a fitness person who only cares about external physical fitness, because that's not aligned with my long-term goals. Even though they are fit. Really be judicious about the advice that you take, see how it sits with you, and trust yourself. Trust your inner knowing. I know I've said it in previous videos, but it is so important. One day I'll create this video of so many iterations I personally went as an artist that completely shed so many false belief systems for myself, and it just enriched my practice so much. My wish for everyone this year is to cultivate a purposeful life. People often say, how do I find my purpose or meaning? I believe that purpose is not found because it was never lost to begin with. Purpose is created because life in itself can be meaningless unless you create the meaning and the purpose for why you're doing something. By you putting in time and energy into something that really matters to you, by that exchange, purpose is created. Meaning is created in both ways. And that's how you stay in your power, but aligning with what's important to you and dedicating your life to that purpose and meaning. Ripple effect of that will affect everyone in your life. There are people in life who remind you of your power. It's the ones when you are around them, you feel energized. It's not because they give you their energy. It's by them staying in their power. They remind you of your powerful energy. They become your own mirror in a way. Become discerning with the outside energy, and I hope this year we will have enough courage to shed our old skin and become renewed. Renewed in our process and aligned with our own inner knowing. Thank you so much for watching and supporting, and Happy New Year to you all, and I'm really excited about next week's video. I'm going to be framing some of the works that I collected from local artists during Open Studios. Bye.